Hey, Stan, he should change his channel now to Stan the Van Man. How about that, Sasnak? His name is Stan, and of course, as you know, his channel name is Kansas spelled backwards. I think he said he was born there, but he's pretty much a Texan these days. And he's a real Texan. He's not one of those nomads that just stays at escapees and claims he's a Texan. No, he's a real Texan, okay? Deep down Texan, that's right. Anyway, power grid and all, proud of their state, right? Anyway, he has done a good job here building out his really nice van. Okay, he got a new van a while back, and he's been building it out. He took it out to Quartzsite, hung out with Hobotech and the crew, and now he's back in Texas finishing up the van build, and boy, does it look good. Stan's looking pretty good too there. I like that look. I like that look. Yeah, it's good. The beard's got the beard's kind of gone away, but they got the great Fu Manchu cooking there, so that's pretty neat. So check it out. He's got his van tour here, and very nice job. He's got a shop there in Texas, and he spends a lot of time. Really good. You know, he should maybe he was talking about. We talked on the phone a couple months ago, and he was talking about what's he going to do with his trucking career, and whether he wants to, his YouTube channel's kind of, people were subscribing to him a couple years ago because he was on the road trucking all the time, and he hadn't been doing that in a while, and he could have a professional van build company, I mean, I don't know, maybe he and Dave, why do you always try to get collabs with everybody? I don't know, maybe he and Enigmatic Jamie there could work together, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever happened to Liz's van? Never mind. We're not going to go there. Anyway, good stuff there from Mr. Sasnak and a very nice video. All right, Snow and Curt back on the road there in Guatemala. Guatemala, for you geography nerds, that is the country immediately to the south of Mexico. Now, I don't know. We don't see this too much in their videos, but all those refugees coming north, and here are these gringos going south. So I don't know, man. It's a crazy world, isn't it? Anyway, they are leaving Anguilla, something like that, Anguilla, which is a beautiful town. There were volcanoes and mountains and beautiful. It looks Guatemala's they should have a sponsor from the Guatemalan tourist board because they're really selling the country. I want to go down there one of these days. Anyway, I got my passport. I do. I got my passport. Anyway, they're back on the road now. They've finally decided to leave the beautiful spot and continue their southern journey. Call it Anguilla. It's Antigua. Okay? Antigua. Anyway, they're back on the road. Wasn't all that successful. They got behind a paving project for an hour, and then this real nasty crack up there on the highway. So it took them... they're getting, I guess, close to Guatemala City there. There's a lot of traffic and accidents, so traveling's kind of slow for Snow and Curt. Then on to a really beautiful little lakeside town. All right. Anyway, some cool stuff there from Snow and Curt, continuing their travels in Central America. Okay, more from Amber there, down there in Florida. Story chasing, and what you definitely need when you're in Florida, especially as we're getting into the summer now, or at least the spring, insect repellent. And it's deep free. Then we got triage there for a broken light. Okay, all right. Yeah, some of that, yeah, Q-tips and whatever that is. Anyway, so, and a meetup and a very tired dog who was the star of the meetup there from Story Chasing. Anyway, she's been very prolific in posting lately. Lots of videos on her trip from... well, I guess she was in the Quartzsite area, broke up with a boyfriend across snowy Texas, had the bad orange in Louisiana, got kicked off the campsite in Mississippi. Eric on her chat the other day, and now she's down in Florida. Where to next? Conundrum. We got a new one from Linescrew there. He's one of our favorite Canadian. He I used to be a nomad. He doesn't really travel that much. I think, he complains that Carolyn's RV life doesn't travel very much, that she kind of pretends to travel, which she travels, okay? But he does this thing where he's getting all ready to travel, and then where's he going? He's going to go far and wide across Canada, and we're still waiting on those videos. Anyway, he likes to he likes to talk about, you know, what's important. You know, are you important in life? Or are you not important in life? You know, I mean, everybody is important in their own little circle, you know, if that's, you know, but come on, you know. And then, of course, you know, how to understand you're important and not important. And then, of course, guess who gets mentioned at the end of this? You know, I mean, you know, look, if you're, you know, here's some important advice. If you think somebody's not important, why do you even pay attention to them anymore, right? Okay, she's not important, but yet this is his 3rd straight year of doing continuous videos about her. So I would have to say, in Mr. Linescrew's life, Andy, that she is very important because he's thinking about her all the time. She's in his head all the time, you know? Mr. Linescrew, he is a very engaging person, I have to admit it. But you know what? You know, what did my dad used to say? You can tell a person is smart when they admit that they don't know everything. That's admitting that you don't know it all. Admitting that, you know, you don't know everything is a measure of intelligence. And, you know, I don't know. I'm just going to leave us with that thought. All right, is that what they call a gator mask? I don't know. Those ones that like go all the way down. They're, you know, I don't know. Anyway, Deborah Dickinson. She says she lives outside her home base. She called Pahrump her home base. Yeah, that's where Cheap RV living, Bob. I think that's the home base for Carolyn's RV Life. Anyway, she is going to get some work done on her vehicle. Gearbox, power steering gearbox leak repaired. So fun stuff there for her. She's a Texan, right? She's another Texan, right? But I guess her home base now is Pahrump, huh? I don't know, man. So, all right. Continuing with the nomadic journeys there and all the little funny, goofy, weird, strange updates. Yeah, I mean, come on. You're constantly fixing. It's what it is. What it is. Nomadic life, for most of these folks, is a constant litany of repairs to their vehicles. But, you know, that's to be expected because you're driving them around, the roads are bumpy, you know, you're going up the side of mountains. You know, they're going to fall apart. And, you know, be prepared for that, especially if you have a larger vehicle with a lot of stuff on it. Something's always going to be going wrong. I was reading this wrong. Monday through Thursday. I thought they were just missing a letter there. And I'm going, what the hell? What the hell she got? What the hell kind of content she got? I don't know, man. It's Dunder Mifflin shirt. Now, I get that. I get it. Anyway, Steve Wallace there. He is always camping in strange places. And today it's stealth camping in a Ducks Unlimited conservation area. Boy, doesn't that look like good grub. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was like the MREs the other day. Meals ready to eat for the guy that was camping out in Boondocking there in England and just eating MREs. And I was saying how good they looked. I was being facetious, okay? I was being sarcastic. Look that word up in the dictionary. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing here. That looks pretty icky. And that, I guess, and I don't know. I've seen better burgers. Anyway, good video here from Mr. Steve. Hey, Ray for Van Life Rocks, the best boondocking area ever. You gotta watch it. But RV Butterfly, what have I sold on eBay and where have I been? We got Clearski the Creeper and he's doing Rowdy Roddy Piper all out bubble gum soda review up there in good old Portland, Oregon, and that looks absolutely that sounds absolutely disgusting. Hey, we got a nice one here from Jamie there, Enigmatic Nomadics out in Arizona. He is working on a lot of people's vehicles and we get a he's checking out with some other folks that own schoolies like he does. I think he's got a schoolie. It's a bus. I think it's a schoolie. I don't know. I mean, it just looks like a big military bus. His bus. Anyway, so yeah, some nice video here from Jamie. He is finally I think he looks more chill now that he's living back in the West, right? When he was in Georgia, I don't know. He just seemed tense, angst. You know, maybe it's the weather. It was a very rainy summer last year, and I don't know, but you know. Anyway, we're hopefully he's going to get ready for a new van build sometime this year. But we got a ticket from the Arizona cops there. He apparently his license plate is messed up enough so the 2's hard to read, and more importantly, it's December 20th registration sticker. It's A couple of months overdue, don't you think? Uh-oh. Did I say he got a ticket? He might get a ticket. Yeah, he might. I meant to say it. He didn't really get a ticket, but he better, be careful driving that cycle around, because it's a good 3 months out of date. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, we got a brand new one from Madame the Woo here, and his lovely companion there, Natalie, Madame the Woo. And they are checking out more stuff down at Disney in Orlando. And of course, the comments are still turned off. You know, a number of people have been bitching at me. Why are you covering Adam? He's not a nomad. He's, you know, he just does these Disney Explorer things and all this other stuff. And everybody's been buzzing about him and his younger girlfriend, you know, 20-ish years apart in their ages. But, you know, as I said in my video the other day, our former president and his wife for 24 years apart. So, yeah, what the heck? I don't know. So anyway, I want to let everybody know that I cover what I want to cover here on the channel. You know, sometimes they're nomads, sometimes they're explorers. You know, I cover people that like to do things, like to get out of their little rooms and do things, and don't just sit in their little room all the time, you know. Anyway, so their trailer all the time, or just sit there eating gloppy food around the campfire. Adam does a lot of traveling. He does do nomadic stuff where he's you know, driving around the country. These days, he's staying in motels and got his nice little sedan. But you know, he does move and explore and do things. So sometimes, you know, that's one end of the spectrum, and then we got the other end of the spectrum, like Living Free Mike these days. I don't know. So, you know, I like, you know, so basically, this is my channel. If I cover who I want to cover, and if you don't like it, then you can help support the channel at Camo Dave at Pate. But I'm joking, but I'm not. And we're getting some, Rosie O'Kelly is catching up on her videos of her wonderful trip down to Tijuana last weekend. That's pretty cool. Love Your RV and Invasion dehumidifier review with rattle and knocking issues. Ooh. You know, water, humidity, you know, that's all that can be a big problem in a lot of RVs, especially if you have like propane heat or something. So a dehumidifier is a very important thing, especially in the winter time, because, you know, then you get like water all over everything, and then it can get in the walls and create mold. Dehumidifiers are important, so check out Love Your RV. All right, we see lots of nomads with different kinds of pets, you know, cats, dogs, turtles, you know, whatever. They got a pet lizard there. Anyway, Dustin and Leslie there, Wayward Wags, and the problem with Scout is that he can kind of get places where a dog or a cat couldn't get, and sometimes they just wonder where the heck he went to, and he finds a crack or something down low and just hides there. And so, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. They got to go looking all down underneath the RV there where the wiring is and stuff like that, because there's lots of little cracks and stuff down under the sink and, you know, and around the furnace and stuff like that. And scary, huh, for your pet lizard. All turned out well, but he does like to just sit like a statue for many hours at a time and soak up the sunlight, so. Wayward Wags. What else have I been watching? Check out Emma Cruises. She's not really a nomad, but she does like to cruise. Now, a lot of these cruise channels have been kind of looking for content over the last year or so, because a lot of cruises have been canceled because of the pandemic. But she does, these are some older videos, some of them, and some, you know, this is, anyway, she does some good stuff, and she talks about the current situation and all that. But anyway, Emma Cruises there, Easy Cruise. There's an Easy Jet company in Europe that does very cheap flights, and Easy Cruises does very cheap cruises. So basically bare bones cruises where, you know, you pretty much got to buy your own food on board or get it off board or whatever. Good video there from that. From Emma Cruises. Check her out. Also check out The Grumpy Plumber. It's a guy who's, it looks like he's a retired plumber, but his son films these videos of dad, and he's not really all that grumpy, but he does give you some good advice on lots of plumbing issues, and I'm sure a lot of those issues would affect the nomads. Oh yeah. Scotty Kilmer basically says what's so horrible about Volkswagens, okay? just, man, this guy does not like VWs, okay? Do not buy a VW. Scotty Kilmer says, just don't buy a VW. So, they're nice cars, they're sporty, they run great for a while, and then once they start to conk out, it's just one problem after another. One of these days I'd like to take my little Adam VW Golf over to see Scotty there in Tennessee, and he can diagnose what's going on. This was a good one, a channel called The Living Room, dial-up internet in 2021. Yes, there's actually some dial-up internet companies still around. Remember that? I don't know if you're old enough, but used to, when you got on the internet, before they had Wi-Fi and all that other crazy stuff, you had to plug in your phone plug your phone in, put the modem, you had a modem, and then you'd have to dial, and you go, and then you connect, and of course you got a very slow internet, but back then it was just all email and stuff, and Prodigy and America Online, but you can still do dial-up internet today, which is kind of weird. All right, everybody, that ought to do it for Thursday, the 25th of March. It's March, yeah. I'm going to be on the road tomorrow. I'll have another video up later today talking about some plans for the next week, and me and a buddy are going to be doing some interesting stuff over the next couple days and next week or two through Easter, and we'll be, or some of the live streams, maybe some on the road stuff. We'll let you know. I'll let you know. But we're still working on it. So that's coming up in the next week. As for the shirts, if you ordered a shirt, there's 8 or 9 shirts that were ordered. A couple have been mailed out. I'm still working on a few of them, and we're going to get a couple more mailed out before I leave on the trip. And then a few of the shirts are going to still have to wait until I get back. So don't expect, if you don't get your shirt by, say, early April, don't get all in a panic, okay? Because they are coming. It's just, I've got to do shirt production, but they're all on the way. So give me a little bit more time there. By sometime in early to mid-April, you should have your shirt, okay? So if it's not in the mail today, don't panic. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. I'll talk to you later. Vlog under.